Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know you've all been waiting for this gist. I remain your host Divine and I'm here to bring in the gist about boarding schools. I told you I belong to different groups in the boarding school. I was in the fashion group, I was in the nerd group, I was in the gossip group, you can name it. I found my way through all these groups. And I must tell you, hmm, there are a lot of things happening in boarding schools which most people are not aware of. It's raining right now, but I just have to tell you this story. I am literally so scared of saying these stories because there are a lot of horror stories that happen in the boarding schools. Now, I'll tell you stories that were in my school and stories that I heard from friends who went to other boarding schools. Because trust me, I've met a lot of people with different experiences. So let me just say about this one. Are you ready, guys? Okay. So in each boarding school, we have our houses of which we present with our sportswears, our game wares. We have the yellow house, the white house, the green house, things like that. And I was in the yellow house. Every night prep is by 9 p.m. Nigerian time. So you go for your night prep. Okay, sorry guys, I'm not getting the time right. Our night prep was by 7 and it closed by 9. But trust us girls now, around 9 o'clock we are all still flexing. We are definitely not reading our books. We are outside gossiping, talking about one senior or the other. And it happened to me that that very night it was raining and everybody went back to their dorms. They went back to their hostel because of the rain. So nobody actually stayed outside for gossip. Hmm. But then this friend, I won't mention her name, okay? So let's just call her Alice. Alice went into another person's dorm, which had a different compound in my school. We all have our compounds. Yellow house has their gates, white house has their gates, things like that. Alice was in yellow house, and Alice followed her friend to white house. Escort me, escort you, things like that. Oh, I'm scared of the night. Just escort me to this place. That's how Alice went with her friend, guys. We knowing that Alice is outside, we feel like everybody's inside because we can't start giving a head count. We all went to bed, we all went to sleep, and we locked the gates. Alice was in White House all this while. And when she was done, she got lost of track of time. It was as if it was still 9 o'clock. Meanwhile, this was after 11. But how can she tell? She wasn't wearing a wristwatch. There are no phones in boarding school. She just got up from the White House so that they're about locking the gate of the White House. Please don't lock the gate. I'm in yellow house. I need to leave. And the body can tell like, are you sure you want? Just like, yeah, I need to leave because it's contraband to sleep in another compound in a boarding school. You have to sleep in your room, okay? Because if you go missing, nobody can give an account of you. So there she left White House and walking to Yellow House now. She noticed that everywhere is quiet. And let me tell you about Nigeria boarding schools. There are trees everywhere. So imagine how cold it is. Imagine the noise of the wind after the rain. Hmm. Alice walked down from the White House, heading to the Yellow House, and it was all cold and windy and noisy. Just the trees. There were no humans making any noise whatsoever. Why? Because we were dead at sleep. Alice then got to the gate of Yellow House, and there were no prefects there to open the gates. There was no way Alice could get into the house. Alice stood at the gate, banging the gate. Please tell me in the comment section if you were the one sleeping and you hear a bang at the gate. Checking the wall clock in your room, you are seeing that this is almost 12 a.m. Nigerian time, almost 12 a.m. In a boarding school, will you get up to open the gate? Nobody dared get up. Nobody even tried to see who was banging the gate because it's a very big gate. Alice is not so tall to even get to the point where you can see Alice. Alice kept on banging the gate. And then the next thing, someone else walked from God knows where, according to Alice, walked to the gate and was also banging the gate and was like, "Hey, God, did they lock you outside?" At this moment, Alice felt scared, knowing that time has actually gone far. Alice was already getting depressed. You need to see Alice. She was all sweating after the rain. She sat down outside and she was crying. Nobody opened the gate for Alice. It's not fair. They should have counted. People in the room should have known that she's not in the room. They should have raised an alarm. Does nobody care about Alice? Well, that question is for the prefects and headmistress, not me, because I wasn't even in Alice's room, so I'm not a bad person in the story. I had no idea that Alice was outside. This girl started patting Alice on the shoulder. "Calm down, sister. It's okay. Don't worry." She was wondering, like, I don't even know this girl, but you can't know everybody in a boarding school. Like some people I've only seen them once. I don't know why. Maybe they are hiding. But she wasn't sure of seeing this girl in that compound. She didn't want to ask for that question because she was already down. Alice was crying. Her heart was beating fast. Look at the way the trees were blowing, the cold wind, the wet ground. Where is she going to lay her head? She can't even sleep because the fear was too much. She was the only student outside at that odd time. And then this strange girl that was with Alice pat her back and said, "Don't worry, Alice. It's going to be fine." And in her words, allegedly, nobody should hold me to this. According to Alice, in the words of the girl, she said, "This is what they did to me when I was alive." Hmm. I really don't know how to express this. It was really scary. Forget the fact that you be hearing this now, you might be laughing. It was scary for us that were 13 years, 14 years in that school. Like, are you serious? I didn't spend 2 seconds. She fainted there on the spot. She just saw everywhere go blank and a very, very, very like severe headache had to just hit her at that point. She had a headache. She wasn't seeing well. She wasn't seeing properly. And that's how Alice fainted. Right at the gate of the yellow house. It was in the morning and people woke up to go and fetch water, to have their bath, to go and sweep their questions. They saw Alice at the gate. Alice was still on the ground. She was still sleeping. She was still unconscious, guys. They had to tap her and be like, "Alice, did you sleep here?" Alice, once she opened her eyes and she saw, she shouted. Alice screamed. And we were all like, "What happened?" Well, they were all like, "What happened?" Because I had portions to sweep. In a boarding school, we all have our portions to sweep, our early morning chores. So me, I wasn't in the gossip group at that time. So I don't stay to hear the gossip to pass it on. I just go and hear the gossip later. So allegedly, people who were with Alice said they saw Alice scream. Alice screamed like the way Alice screamed. If you hear Alice scream, well, I didn't hear Alice scream, but if you had heard Alice scream, you know something was wrong. And at that moment, she was all breathing fast. Her heart was just beating. She was like she wants to go home. You know that time, everything we all shouting, "Mommy, mommy, mommy, daddy, I want to go home." This was SS1. SS1. Alice could not narrate what happened until they had to calm her down, take her to the clinic. Then they called the headmistress. "Alice, what happened?" She told the headmistress, according to the gossipers. But then it wasn't announced in the school that this is what Alice saw. They all said, "Oh, because she was scared, she was tired, and that's why she's not even feeling fine." Things like that. Alice is sick. Alice needs to go home. So they didn't tell us this story. But Alice made sure that before she packed her things out of the school, because she couldn't stay in the school one more day, they had to call her parents to come and get her. What a lucky girl. Because who did not want to leave the school at that moment? I wanted to go home. I didn't want to stay again. Alice made sure she passed the gossip to each and every person in the school because, of course, Alice was in the gossip group. She was a town crier, a whistleblower, you know, information passer. She passed a message to every single girl in the school. This is what I saw. This is what happened. You can try it for yourself. Stay out, allow them lock you outside and try banging the gate. And the girl will come to comfort you. Like, since that day, hmm, since that day, nobody stayed outside the gate. The moment prep was over, the moment reading time was over, we pick race into the school, like our legs touch our head when we're running. Nobody wants to stay back and will be the last person, because no more escorting a friend, no more trying to see a friend off. Straight to your dorms. This was one of the scary stories that happened in my boarding school. Like, this story actually went up because when I joined the gossip team, I had to spread news to other borders. I had to tell them, other students, I'm like, this is what we experience, so this is what we experience. I had to blow the beat so everybody needs to know that something like that existed. Like, who believes in ghosts? Most people don't believe, like, have you ever seen a ghost? You can tell me in the comment section. Please, there are more scary stories coming up, okay? This one is not even scary. You need to hear the rest, okay? I'm coming to tell you how people heard babies crying in the bushes in my school and how they confronted these things that were crying, because allegedly I was not inside the forest, okay? I was not inside the bush with them. They went there by themselves. They came out and told us the story of what they saw. So just hold on. In my next video, I'll be telling you what they saw and how they confronted it, okay? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Drop a comment and let me know what you want to hear next, okay? I love you guys. Bye.